Hi, Crystal Little here, founder and CEO of Paygent.ai. I've been in the payments industry for years now. I've worked at sophisticated organizations, I've sat in executive board meetings, I've had an opportunity to build operational systems, and I've seen merchant statements that many business owners never have an opportunity to see. And this is why I want to talk to you today about why Paygent.ai exists. But before we can get into Paygent, let me take you a little further back. So when I first began in this industry, I came from real estate, and I had assumed, much like real estate, that payments would be regulated, that there would be some version of regulatory oversight, because after all, this is people's money. What I found was surprising. Other than Visa and other card brands imposing rules, there really was no single source of regulatory oversight to ensure payment processors were adhering to standards. In fact, the only thing that kept things competitive was fear of losing a customer. And if the only thing that kept things in check was the fear of churn risk, then small business owners were shouldering way more responsibility than they had to. That moment was eye-opening for me. The second moment that shaped how I look at payments happened a few years later. We were in the middle of a fundraising round, and one of the investors asked us a very simple question. What is your take rate? We should have been able to answer that, but we struggled at having a confident response. And it wasn't because we didn't have the proper checks and balances in place. In fact, we had a schedule of fees that we communicated during the sales process. We had forecasts. We had financial models. We had entire finance teams who were responsible of making sure that people were being charged what they should have been charged. But when we did an audit, what we found was shocking. We found that some merchants were being charged entirely too much. Some merchants weren't being charged fees at all. And if this company, which happened to be a rather sophisticated payments company, could not charge consistently, then what chance does a small business owner have at understanding how much they're actually paying in credit card fees? The answer is they don't. And this is why we created Paygent. Paygent is an independent guide that allows small business owners to have someone finally able to tell them whether or not they're getting a good deal. We don't work for the processors. We don't process payments. We don't sell transaction data, and we hold trust close to us. We know how difficult it is to be a small business owner because we are also small business owners, and there is a lot that is on our plate, much like it is on your plate too. You have inventory, you have people, you have customers, you have product. You shouldn't have to also be a payments expert in order to protect your margins. So with Paygent.ai, what we have created is a platform that allows for you to answer a couple simple questions, tell us a little bit about your business, help us understand who you are so that we can give you a ranked recommendation of the processor that best fits your unique business. You can then go on to submit your statements if you would like an audit. All audits are reviewed by a human. Someone's eyes are on that to make sure that we are delivering information with the utmost accuracy so that you can make confident decisions. Because the reality is when you have the clarity, you can make decisions confidently. I also want to acknowledge that we are asking for business owners to trust us, and that is something I do not take lightly. I know how difficult it is to be a business owner, and I know how important it is to have your information protected. So we do not process payments, we do not sell your transaction data, and in the event that you want an introduction to a processor, you provide the information that you want to provide. We keep trust at the highest levels because we know how important that is to you. So with that being said, I am so excited to officially announce today, on March 3rd, 2026, that we, Paygent.ai, are officially live. Please visit us, sign up for an account, submit your request for an audit, and finally discover how much you are paying in credit card processing fees and what you can do about it. Thank you so very much. Thank you for celebrating the launch with us.